Hello everyone, it's Fred here from Hillians Bricks and welcome to this video. Now recently I created a video with Lego investing in 10 steps. So if you haven't watched that video, I would highly recommend watching it, because in that video I talked about making mistakes, and making mistakes is part of the Lego investing journey. Now in this video it's all about my mistakes. So I'm going to talk about a few points, and then I'm going to go to like a top 10 of Lego investing mistakes examples that I've made. So first of all, one of the big mistakes that I did before was I tended to jump on every single Lego deal there was there. At some point you realize you have not limitless funds that you can just invest in. So you got to start picking the right deals and making sure you realize what are great deals and what are okay deals. So you want to go for the great deals. So that was one of the first mistakes that I made. Then it was I probably bought more just on the pricing rather than the timing. And sometimes I just bought sets that were fairly new, buying at some discount. I just bought way too early, and then the set wouldn't sit on my shelves for 2-3 years, and some of them still sat there, and I'm waiting for retirement. So that money is tied up, and I have to wait for too long. So it's best to wait for sets to be on a retirement list and then start looking, unless you get a really good deal. I'll say you want to make sure you buy as close as possible to retirement. Some of the mistakes I've made as well were actually buying after retirement. So those were some mistakes I made early on, and I often have on my Discord server people talking about like, oh, I see this set is increased in value and I can still buy it at this price. Should I buy it? My view is, if the ship has sailed, let it go and move on to something else, because I'll show you some examples in a minute of mistakes like that I have made. So another mistake that I've made is that I pretty much expected, all sets to go up in value, every single theme, whatever, it'll just go up in value. I just thought all Lego goes up in value, it should be fine. But no, that's not the case. And again, we will show that with some examples later on. Another mistake is to kind of being influenced by others. Early on I watched some YouTubers in my thing, and I kind of thought, oh, okay, they seem to be doing okay, I must be doing the same thing without doing too much research. Now, if you go back to the Lego investing video, don't just take every single YouTuber's word for what they're saying. Don't follow the hype. Just make sure you make your own due diligence, your own decision making, and do your own research, because ultimately it's your money and you got the ownership of how you invest in. But let's get started with like a top 10 of these sets that I've invested in. So before I just go into it, I want to say all these sets I've had for at least 1 year. I typically look for 100% return on investment after fees and after shipping. Now, some of the prices I will show you on eBay, on Amazon, clearly that's the fee that's listed right now that's available for someone to buy at. You have to take 15 to 20 to 25% off that, and then add the shipping fees as well. So some sets you'll see would not make any money at all if you were to ship them now. Not all the sets I'm going to be highlighting have retired, and that's part of the problem as well. And the pricing that I'm showing is as of today, and today we're the 18th of January at the time of this recording, 2023. So let's get started with the top 10, right? So here we go. The first set that I've got is a Lego ID set, and it's the Flintstones. And this was one of the first sets that I ever invested in. So I only bought one, and I went into Blue Water Lego store, and I remember, maybe I'll try this Lego investing business, and I bought it at full price. Well, there's your first mistake. I expected Lego sets will increase regardless. So, didn't do any research, didn't check any price trends beforehand, whether you could buy this at discount or not. So I just bought the one. I didn't take opportunity of any gift with purchase or any promotion. So that's another mistake. And I expected it to increase, but now own it for 2 years. It's actually at the top somewhere up there, still here in my room. And on eBay, you can see it's still available. You can buy this now for about 64, 65 pounds. And on Amazon, actually, it's showing a bit of promise. It's on 98 pounds. But remember, you have to take quite a big chunk of fees of that and then shipping. So not at a loss, but, not any money to be made on this set. So that's number 10. Let's move on to number 9. And number 9 is the Minecraft set, the Creeper Mine 21155. I bought 5 of these, and I bought them at £56 on average. Currently on eBay, this is 95, so it's showing some promise. And on Amazon, you can get some for £85. It just still has potential to set. That's why it's not one of the biggest mistakes yet. But again, this is one of the sets that I just didn't really do much research on it. I heard some other people talking about it. I was like, oh, looks quite good. Minecraft, you know, yeah, it should be doing fine. So I bought uh, 5 of them in total. But as you can see, it's going up in price, but not at the rate I would have liked to. And I know that if I invested that money into other sets, I would have had better returns. So sometimes that's why I classify some of these as mistakes, you know, putting too much money into one bucket and not into another. Let's go on to the next one. Next one, we've got 75894. So speed champion sets. Speed champions are usually quite good, but this is the Mini Cooper one. And I got 5 of these at £42. You know, I actually bought this just after retirement. I believe it was from Zavi or I want one of those.com. And, you know, that was an inflated price in my opinion. I didn't buy it at any serious discount, which I should have, but I thought, you know, Mini Cooper is quite iconic. People are going to want that. You know, people are going to be expected to do well, and I expect the speed champions to do well because, you know, the history of speed champions is to do well. Now on eBay you can get the set for £65, and on Amazon it's available for £85. And actually I'm now at the stage where I want to just cash in and get this, you know, money back to invest in something else, and the £85 is actually my listing. So I've listed this set, and I wouldn't make my target, but if you go back to my Lego investing videos, like sometimes you have to adjust your ROI expectations, make a little bit of profit, and just move on and invest into something else. This is one of those examples. Moving on to next, and we are at number 7. And this is an active set still. So this is the Mandalorian Child brickhead, so 75317. I bought 17 of these, and my average price is somewhere around £13-14. You know, I bought the set way too early. I expect obviously the Mandalorian hype, you know, big popular series. I thought this was going to be do well, but this has obviously been overproduced. You know, this set is always available from multiple retailers. It is always on discount pretty much, and on eBay you can pick this up for about £15. You know, recommended retail price I believe is £18. And on Amazon, it's £17 at the moment. So, yeah, not retired yet. Not sure when it's going to retire. But still not all is lost with this one. It's just the fact that I'm going to have to sit on this for too long. There's going to be lots of competition for when it comes to selling perspective. So when I'm going to wait for my ROI to hit, it's going to have been too many years for me to have been sat on that. So that's why it's not the wisest investment that I have made to date. Moving on to number 6, and this is another active set, and it's the Lego Treehouse 21318. Don't get me wrong, I love this set. This looks beautiful. But again, this is another set with a long lifespan, and it's not due to retire. It's been on numerous retirement lists for many years, and every time it gets extended because I think it's quite popular and people like it. It's fortunately, I bought it at a discounted price of £165, and I've kind of had the benefit as well that this has increased in price on Lego, but again, it's not that good from a Lego investing perspective if you look at it from a long-term perspective. So I bought this pre-price increase, but this is a big box taking up quite a lot of space, and on eBay it's currently available for £190. I think the recommended retail price is £215 at the moment, and on Amazon it's £248 from a third-party seller. So again, I think I'm going to be stuck with this one for a while, taking up space. Now, the next one is an interesting one. It's number 5, and many people might not know this one, but this is another one of the first ones that I bought was 81000 Koi Forma, and I think a lot of people are probably raising eyebrows right now and saying, "Fred, what is this?" This was a crowdsourcing exercise, one of the first ones that Lego did, and I missed the boat. I completely wasn't aware of that. And then I found out about this, and I ended up buying this, I believe, for about £95 to £100 on Amazon and eBay. And again, this is when you buy after retirement from another person thinking it's going to keep going up. Now, this was available, I believe, I'm not 100% sure. I think it was around £40 or £50 when it was released on the crowd funding. So I bought it way at an inflated price thinking it's going to keep going up because it's an exclusive. There was a limited production. I think this was a UK exclusive as well. And I thought, you know, the sky is the limit, but, you know, it's not the limit. Problem as well with the crowdfunding is it's not mainstream. Not many people have this on this radar, and therefore not many people are actually looking for this set. And, you know, it's not even listed on Amazon anymore. It was for some point, but now it's not anymore. On eBay, it's about £140. So yes, I haven't lost money, but I haven't done great either. If you had bought this at the crowdfunding stage, yes, it would have been a great set to buy and the right opportunity. And also these sets come with additional skins for like different sort of fish. You could, I think, it's like a shark and something else that you could get. And those have all done really, really well. So again, timing is everything. And maybe this is one I shouldn't have put my money in and just moved on to something else. So buying after retirement is generally not the best idea. Moving on to the next one, number 4. And lots of people are going to laugh at this one because it's often mentioned on my Discord. And it's the London Skyline. And I haven't put it at number 1 because, you know, I haven't given up all hope on this one. Some people might have noticed that I've got less than I used to have. I used to have 17 of these and now I've got only 15. My average buying price is £30 because I haven't bought any of these for a long time. And in the UK, the recommended retail price was £45 for quite a while. Now you can get this on eBay for about £30-35 and on Amazon for 35. Now, Lego decided actually to adjust the pricing for this set and brought it down by, I think, to about £35. So meaning that my buying price was no longer that lucrative. Again, this is way too long a lifespan. And this could also be the set for the New York and the Paris Skyline. Actually, the New York one's been around for longer than the London one. But, you know, there's a lot of availability for this. There's no end in sight for these sets either, or at least not this year. So it's been out forever and ever. And I managed to sell one at RRP. And for me now, so if I can get my money back on this one, great. I'll just, you know, put it into something else more lucrative. But yeah, this is one that I thought architectures always do well. But again, do your research because it doesn't. And I thought £30 I had a great deal all the time when I was buying it from Amazon Germany, mainly when the price was higher. When then the price decrease happened, that really stung me because now you can often get these around the, you know, 22, 23, 24 pounds. So yeah, I could actually in theory buy more and bring down my average buying price, but I have no appetite to increase my portfolio of these sets right now. Right, moving on to number 3. And I could have picked any of the hidden side sets that I have in my storage unit, but I've picked 70422, the Shrimp Shack Attack. I've got 4 of these on an average buying price of £36, which is a discount of 20% on RRP. Now on eBay and Amazon, these are still hovering around £45, £44. This set, or actually the theme, has not increased in value whatsoever, even though it's been retired for quite a while now. There just seems no appetite for it. And also these come obviously with an app to make it interactive, but the app has now been either been deactivated or has been announced that it will be deactivated. So even the whole thing doesn't work properly anymore. It's just the Lego build now. I quite like the look of the Lego build and it looks quite good, but no, it just hasn't appreciated in value whatsoever. The positive side is that I have parted out some of these sets before. I had more than 4. And the parts seem to have done quite well. So the backup plan of parting out is still there. Right, that brings us on to number 2. And on number 2, we have 76157, Wonder Woman versus Cheetah. Now, I've got 3 of these. Actually had more, but I parted some out. I bought this at £20. I believe it was from Smith's Toy Stores, which was a very good price. You know, 42% discount. You think sometimes, wow, let's get a big discount. You know, regardless, it's going to do well, even at, you know, when it retires. If it goes back to RRP, I'll sell it at RRP. Now, guess what? eBay, you can buy this for £20. I saw earlier today. On Amazon, you can buy it for 26. And this set has been retired for quite a while now. It's completely flopped, this set. You know, it's still going below RRP. Some retailers, if you go into, I believe it was John Lewis once I was recently in, and they still had it on the shelf. So, you know, this set has not sold whatsoever, been overly produced. Also, from a part type perspective, the minifig has done quite well. You can get your money back that way, but lots of the solar panels and things like that is not always the most desirable parts in that set either. So, yeah. Fact is, I've only got 3. I'm not too worried about it. It just doesn't take up too much space. But again, that's why it's number 2 on my list of one of my biggest regrets. And number 1, any guesses? Number 1 is all about fear of missing out, and it is 75254, the ATST Raider. Yes, I've got 5 of these, and I bought them at RRP. Muppet I am. Yes. fear of missing out. The whole Cara Dune thing. I thought, well, I need to make sure I get some of these because this is going to go to the moon. Well, guess what? I followed the hype and it hasn't gone to the moon. So this set has been retired now for over a year, and it's below RRP on eBay, and on Amazon is just hardly, you know, moved the needle either. So it's still, if I were to sell it now on either platform, I'd be making a loss. So I will be sitting on this one for quite a while. And this kind of proves the thing where people say, well, it's Star Wars, it's going to do well. You know, it's a safe investment. Well, this kind of proves the opposite, right? Proves that not all Star Wars settlers winners. You still have to do your due diligence. You have to do your research on what's going to tick and what's not going to tick. So that, for me, is why this has been probably one of my biggest mistakes, is just following the hype, and the fear of missing out is one to watch out for. So there you have it. That was my list of 10 sets that I've seen considered as my biggest mistakes. Now, in one of the upcoming videos, I'll probably create a list of some of my better investments, shall we say. So stay tuned for that one. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.